All right, yo, we got fucking Isaiah the player right here.
Yes, sir, man.
And he's gonna go ahead and do a freestyle right quick. Let me get the beat up right quick. Hold on.
Niggas act like just cause I make content and influence people that I cannot rap a song. It's so funny cause isn't that what you supposed to be doing in this fucking day and age? Niggas that's hating the most will be doing what I do, I see what it then become. Niggas is talking like I didn't make it, I'm only 2-3, so I guess that the goat is me. I'm chosen, me living so worry free. Look at all that I've done, it's so doubted me. Like I don't got bars, like I don't got hoes, like who else you know is replacing me? I just produce it so easily, since I was a jit, we had chemistry. Overlocking North Miami, Winwood, Lil Haiti, I was moving the past so illegally. Back in those days, I just had to pop it. Back in those days, had to toe the rocket. Back in those days, if a nigga was hating on me, had to show to his face that I'm not the one you should doubt on. Now I'm in the city making all the profits. And Hialeah catching big deposits. Always knew that I would make it here. Now I'm making a day what you make a year. Even if I was broke, wouldn't disappear. Ain't let it show, I was shedding tears. Me and Juan Carlos was sharing beers. Talking about life in a couple years. On how I would make it, I'm flying Liz. Now I done made it, I'm in a Lambo. I got little shooters that shoot like Rambo. Play with a pussy just like a banjo. I been your mama at every angle. Twisting little shorty just like a bango. If I've got a problem, we'll get it handled. Yeah. Yeah, we'll get it handled, nigga. Yeah, so we'll get it handled, pussy nigga. I'm not that one nigga that you could go play with. Everybody was broke on my side, they would joke on my side. Now I'm the one laughing. I had family, they used to doubt me and they would just clown me. Now I'm the one stacking. Guess who's asking for money right now that I'm up? I ain't giving them none cause I had to subtract them. Yeah. Yeah, boy, I had to subtract just to get where I'm at. Had to cut off the negative, it was a detriment. Bought a new crib, shorty like how I live. I just paid it in cash, I ain't leasing no settlement. 20 main bitches and 10s of my side pieces, all of them love me. This ain't no entanglement. Nigga, yeah, this ain't no entanglement. They all know about each other, we all love each other. This one big ass family, it was irrelevant. All your opinions and all of your talking and all of your doubting. My story is evident, my story heaven sent. I ain't predominant, shout out to God. If it wasn't for him, man, I wouldn't be rapping and shit. Man, I'm never capping and shit. Solamente que tú hablaste, nigga, te la comiste cause you always lying and shit. Nigga, I'm never dying and shit. Nigga, they told me that I cannot say, nigga. But nigga, I'm that nigga, even Drewski will tell you and shit. Bitch, I was on fresh and fit, cause a nigga fresh and a nigga fit. Fucking these cougars, if you hate, you a loser. You ain't pulling no bitches, but bitch, I'm a chooser. I'm choosing these hoes and I'm buying them clothes. Get whatever she want, like if my name was Bryson. But bitch, I'm the player, shot my nigga bracing. Them niggas talk shit, I'ma do them like Tyson. Yeah, I see false prophets, I wanna make diss songs. Ain't nobody gon' listen to that, man, that shit was so whack, they ain't even won't drop it. If I see it, I want it, bitch, I'ma go cop it. They got their whole life wrong, ain't doing nothing with themselves, but you hate someone else. And what do the women say? I had to clock it. Yeah, who the fuck you know is rapping like this in the city? Who got the motion, who causing commotion, and who really be putting on for the city? I try to help people, but I just learned that I cannot help no people, cause they ain't deserve all my help. I got stabbed in my back, now they all by themselves. Karma, yeah, I know karma gon' hit them, cause love isn't with them. I bet on my money that I'ma gon' make it. I always been real, never put a facade, so I ain't had to fake it. The game I'ma take it, man, you couldn't trace it, you couldn't just gauge it. Try to set me up for failure, but this is my soul and you cannot replace it, bitch. Yeah.
You heard?
Whew,
You heard?
yeah.
That boy Isaiah the player came through it bars on ya.
Man, I appreciate you, dog.
No,
Yes,
of course, yeah, man. That shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, I
You're
appreciate
talking your
it.
shit though. You're talking some real shit, especially when you're talking about how people close to you will
Yeah.
fucking be the ones to
Yeah,
hate
man.
and see you and laugh at you and
Facts.
just pray on your downfall, bro. That's real facts though.
No, facts, and that was mainly talking about my family too, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you, man.
No, of course, bro. You already know what it is.
Hell yeah, man. But bless up, man. We here, man.
We got Mr. Isaiah the player came through to the #1 podcast. You heard?
Yes, sir. That's facts.
Well, what brings you out here today, bro?
Man, I'm just here to have a great conversation with you, inspire the people, inspire the youth, and just turn up, man, for real.
Say no more.
It's to talk about that new music too, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yo, you just finished dropping
sir,
a project, bro.
Yes,
What's
sir,
the name of the project?
Hey,
and
man.
what was the inspiration behind that?
Hey, man, so it's P's and Z's, man, my new mixtape. It's a collab project with my boy XO Finesse.
Okay.
And really, I'm from Hialeah, East Hialeah. He's from NMB, North Miami Beach. So the theme of the project is us coming together, putting both our cities on. And P's is the players on the project, like my people on the project, and it represents me. And then the Z's is him and his people on the project, because he's a Haitian and they all Haitian. So it's the players and Zoes. Players and Zoes coming together, you feel me?
Okay.
Yeah,
What was the inspiration behind, like, you know,
Yeah.
what made you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna drop a project?
The inspiration was one, I needed to get my music out because I know all them songs was hard.
Yeah.
And it's really like for the streets, you feel me? Like that whole project is for the streets. Like is that real rap shit, that shit that you could vibe to and put your windows down and just blast that shit, you feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Yeah, that for the hoes too, man. Yeah, for that project's for the real niggas too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What was your favorite song on there that you
Wow.
sat in the studio and you were like, yo, this is the one right here.
Dog, man. I love almost every single song on that project, but I think I would say All on the Line, which is the last song, bro. Because it's
All on the
one of my
Line?
most meaningful and one of my most personal songs. Yeah, bro.
Okay.
All on the Line. And the interlude before that song, leading into that song is crazy. That's really my favorite song too. Brayson's interlude, yeah, man.
Gotcha. No, I was listening to Star Island with you and EXO
Oh,
Finesse.
yeah, Starling's hard too.
That shit's hard. And
That's
I
a
was just,
fan favorite.
and it stood out to me because, you know, me being from the crib from Miami, you know,
yeah, bro. And
Ross,
from NMB too.
Ross and Meek Mill, they got a song called
Facts.
Star Island too. So I was,
I feel like they was copying me, but it's all
Hey,
good. It's love. It's
yeah,
love, man.
it's
Shout out to
love.
Rose, man. Yeah,
It's love, man.
I know
you
that song. Yeah, man.
It is what it is, man. But the
Facts.
Star Island was one of the ones that stood out to me the most, bro. And how did that song come about? Like, why did you name it Star Island? And like, what got you to, you know, get on that track?
So, yo, man, a lot of times when I rap, bro, most of the time nowadays, I rap and I like manifest in my raps, right? So in reality, like, I'm gonna have a crib in Star Island, you feel me? While I was making a project with EXO, man, I told EXO, I'm like, yo, dog, we need like another banger. Like, we need a slapper, right?
Yeah.
So I fucking cooked that shit up and I sent it to him and then he fucking bodied his verse. And that's how it came to be, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, dog.
So we're on the topic of, you know, talking about, you know, these people like Ross and Meek. Let us know how the hell you got on the fucking tryouts for Drewski, man. When he was out here, it could have been records.
Man, that shit, first of all, it's just so funny, man. But nah, man, my ex-manager at the time, my manager from a job that I was working at the time, when I was working a Matrix job, he sent me the video telling me that, yo, Drewski's having these auditions, you should slide through. So, nigga, I went, dog. I filled out the form or whatever, and there was just mad content creators in there, right?
Yeah.
And when I went initially, bro, I went in there really trying to rap for real, because based off what I saw, bro, of the promo that he was doing, he was saying, oh, you're going to win like $500,000, you're going to be on a reality show, and I'm really looking for talent. If you got talent, slide through. And I've never seen none of the could have been record episodes before that, bro. Matter of fact, like, the one I did was one of the first ones, so nobody knew what was about to happen.
Yeah.
So I went in there really trying to rap, bro, and I was rapping my heart out, bro, and I did good as fuck. And then at the end, bro, they cut the whole rapping shit. I was rapping for like a minute straight. They cut that shit off, and they went straight to the funny shit, bro. And I got put on in the moment that it was all a big joke, dog. So I just went along with it, bro.
Yeah, no, Drewski out here doing auditions, just clowning people,
Nigga
honestly.
talking about, you said what? You know what I'm saying? I told that nigga, man, my nigga, and that's what I, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Yeah,
Nah, that had to be a dope ass experience, bro.
yeah,
Like,
man, fuck that nigga. You feel me, real shit.
hey,
dog.
Drewski, you got pressure if you
Facts,
watching
man.
this.
I should have made a diss track
Yeah.
for Drewski. I'm gonna do that shit, dog.
Yo,
That shit's not too late.
nah, man. You know,
Yeah.
he probably gonna, you know, he'll be like, yo, hey, what's up with this guy right
Yeah,
here?
fuck that nigga, man. Fat ass nigga, man. Ugly ass nigga, man. Got no holes. That's why India loved it. I think he was with India Lover. That's why she left you or something. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't even know that situation.
I don't know if that's the right shorty.
Yeah, I mean, probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, it's Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. Yeah.
That's why Ruby Rose left you, nigga.
Damn, that was personal. You heard?
Yeah, man.
But how long you been doing music for, bro?
Dog, to be honest, since I've been writing rap since like 5th grade, bro. But I always knew I wanted to be an artist, bro, since I was like 8 years old, though.
8?
Yeah, bro.
Damn, to fucking even have a realization, like, you know what, this.
Yeah, bro.
I want to do this.
And the first rap song that I ever heard that really made me fall in love with hip hop was Gin and Juice by Snoop Dogg. And my uncle had
Gin and Juice?
Yeah,
Yo,
my
this
uncle
man
had
was
shown me
listening
that.
to them old school, old heads.
at 8 years old, dog. And I just remember thinking, yo, like, this shit is so cool, dog. Like, damn, like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Like that
But my
boy's-
first real inspiration ever, like, the man that really birthed me being an artist was Michael Jackson, though, dog.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, dog. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Michael, dog. Nah, nigga's the GOAT, bro.
Bro, he got some bangers on that shit. That was one guy, bro, like, he real deal took serious, like, note of his craft, and he was like, yo, it's got to be this way.
Yeah,
They were saying that Quincy Jones, he was, you know, his guy, basically, and he'll send him a song, and then I think Thriller was one of the ones that fucking they went ahead and did like 95 mixes to that shit, bro.
Yeah, I heard, bro. For a lot of
And
songs on
and
the
for
album.
them to come back and be like, nah, I think it was the first one or the second one that was like the best one.
Yeah,
You know what
bro.
it is that they do
Yeah.
95 mixes and then be like, nah, it was the first one, bro.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
That's
bro.
super
I
crazy.
I heard about that.
Talk
bro.
about mixes, yo. You say you
And
mix
Michael
and
Jackson
master
would
your
like,
shit.
yeah. My bad. I was gonna say Michael
Nah,
would also
yeah,
like
yeah.
cry too when the mixes were wrong. And shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You're like, what do you mean, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah, it makes you really question, like, being in the position of like, Michael, whatever. It makes you really question, like, damn, am I doing it right? Like, what's up? Like, I know
bro.
what I'm doing. Like,
See, that just goes to show like sometimes we overthink though.
Exactly.
I mean, a lot of times like the way it was done the first way.
That's the best way.
The best way, yeah.
That's the best way. As soon as it comes off your dome or whatever, like off the pad,
Facts.
that's the best fucking take, bro. You probably just need to tweak it a little bit, but that's the best take because anything after that is forced and it's like too much ideas going into it and like people that like they just want to control the narrative, that which me personally, I think real raw is like how you're supposed to go about shit. Obviously, you have to mix and master and all that shit, but like at the moment, what's being channeled, that's what you need to put out,
Yeah, man. And when I make music, though, the first
you
melodies,
punch in or
I do both. When it's really like a song where I'm supposed to like really get bars off, obviously I'm gonna write. But nonetheless, either way, I still always the first few melodies I just put on the beat. I like it. I instantly put it down because the first melodies that come to mind are like the ones. That,
100%.
That you end up using or that I end up using for real.
Gotcha. No, and then
Because this downloads from the universe for real too.
bro, that's what it is, man. Like a lot of people that like you gotta take your hat off to those people that real deal be punching in, like, and they just mumble some shit until they start making words out of it, and then they make a fucking whole like a whole 4 bars, and then goes to an 8 bar, like
that's pretty much what I do.
That's real talent, bro. Like there's a lot of people that they don't understand that artists they're the ones really channeling shit from like the source,
Yeah, bro, facts, bro.
That's really hard to do, bro, because a lot of people sit there and think and like, nah, you just sit there, you feel some shit, and you go, and then you go and get some words out of that. That's real talent right there, bro.
Shit, bro.
That's real talent. You told me that you mix and master your shit.
Oh yeah,
like all of it.
Yeah. So I mix and master all my songs, bro, in my home studio, man.
Fire, bro.
So yeah, dog. So everything.
So you know what you like.
Yeah, bro. So everything that you hear from me was me. You feel me? Mix and mastered it. You feel me? The only thing I don't do is make beats, but I'm gonna tap into that. You feel me?
Bro,
but I do work with other producers.
Yeah, that's dope. I think producing is like that's real talent too, bro. That's another thing too. Like you're making something out of scratch. Anything that you make out of scratch, you're channeling something, bro. Right. A lot of people don't understand that you're manifesting something and you're making something out of nothing. Thin air.
Exactly, bro.
You're a magician, basically.
Facts, bro. And that's what really being an artist and a creative is, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
And not everybody could tap into that talent. You feel me?
Yeah,
that creativity.
When you're in the
everybody can, but everybody has a hidden talent, but they just don't tap into it.
They really don't tap it. They don't take the time to do it.
Yeah, man.
That's the thing.
Yeah, man.
When you're in the industry of like making music, being a creative and whatnot, you're really in the industry of manifestation. Realistically.
Facts,
even the space that we're in right now, this is all an idea.
Yeah, facts,
brought to life,
Facts, bro.
So you gotta fucking manifest, yo.
Yeah, man. Facts, bro.
But you can't just sit and think. You gotta actually act. So manifestation without execution is a no-go.
Facts, bro.
It's a no-go.
And I mean, look at where I'm at today and everything that I've done was first an idea in my head, bro.
Yeah, yo.
Yeah, bro.
Even, bro, the fact that, like, I'm just using this as an example since we talked about it. The fact that you were able to get on an audition for something that, yo, bro, if you seen the lines for these, it was lines out the door, bro. Like,
yeah, facts.
And for you to even get in the room, it shows a lot. And then your shit went viral. You feel me? Like,
yeah, bro.
It's all about the type of energy that you put into it.
Right, and it just goes to show like how bad you really want it. You feel me? Because niggas say that they want X, Y, and Z, but they don't really put in the work.
Nah, they don't.
You feel me? And it's not a coincidence that I've done that, and I've also like had other accolades. I have other accolades under my belt.
Yeah.
Like being on a Fresh and Fit podcast. Like it's not a coincidence that I met Kanye West. It's not a coincidence that I've been with DJ Khaled. It's not a coincidence that I met Tory Lanez. The list goes on.
Yeah, of course, bro.
So none of that shit is a coincidence, bro. It's really just manifesting and putting in the hard work and just doing everything out of love, bro. For real.
I think when when you don't think about the money aspect of things, you'll get much further than being like, oh yeah, let's do it. Just we're gonna make a quick check right here. All right,
Nah,
you bet.
facts, bro.
But when you do it like blindly, like yo, I'm gonna just
And knowing that the money will come. Too.
exactly. No,
You feel me?
100%.
You gotta have a certain knowing, though.
Yeah.
That everything that you want will happen for you in God's divine timing.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Not your timing.
Facts, bro. Because everybody has their perfect timing. You feel me? When shit pops out for them.
Yo.
Yeah. Bro.
What other stuff aside from the project you have in the works that like coming up, like after the project, or even videos that you want to shoot for the project?
Man, so let me tell you, man. I'm already moving on from P's and Z's. I have one video out. It's the Carnival from the South video because I have so much other stuff that I have in the works.
Right.
But dog, I have like 3 or 4 other mixtapes that I'm dropping this year. P's and Z's was purely just the warm up, bro.
Got you.
That was the warm up to hype whatever I got coming after that. So I got another collab album with my cousin. He's an artist. His name is C. Isaac.
C. Isaac?
Yeah, he's one of my main producers too.
Okay.
A collab album with him. I got an EP coming up. This is my very next project. The EP has more R&B vibes, bro. And it's like 5, 6, 7 songs. And then after that, in November, I have my solo mixtape, bro. Like my solo mixtape. Like that's what I'm mainly and most excited for.
And how many tracks you're looking at each project?
So the mixtape with my cousin, probably like 15 to 17 around there.
Okay.
On my EP, 5 to 6. And then my solo mixtape, I don't know yet. But that solo mixtape is going to be real raw, gritty. I'm talking about like all my real life experiences from like 2024, because 2024 for me was a lot of ups and downs. And I just really want to rap for real on that project.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be a real rapping project.
So you putting it all on the table and like,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
this is my real raw life right here.
Yeah, bro. The name of the mixtape is actually called Against All Odds.
Against All Odds?
Yeah, bro.
You gotta have a song
So
named
you
that.
already know. Yeah.
And you gotta have the song named Against All Odds, and then you gotta find a clip from a movie or a TV show where they're talking about that shit as the intro.
Not facts.
And you gotta start the mixtape like that.
Facts, dog.
And get into it. Bow.
Facts, nigga. And I think I actually have one song that's gonna be on that mixtape, but it's the only song that I have.
Yeah.
But I'll let you hear it after the pod.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, bro.
Okay. Yeah. So let me ask you this. When was a time where you were doing this, but everybody has those moments of like, damn, am I doing this right? Like, and then you're hearing the outside noise. When was like one of those first few times? Because it happens throughout the whole entire career, It's just a different level. So what was the first few times or one of those times that you really thought like, yo, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Like the right way?
Yeah, like thoughts of doubt you're talking
exactly.
about. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, bro, it's happened and it happens sometimes, but I never really like let the negative energy or those thoughts like really get to me, because at the end of the day, when thoughts of doubt creeps up, like I know ultimately like what's my end goal, and I know that everything that's going on right now, everything that's going on at that moment that's bad or negative is just temporary. What I really have to do is work and find a solution for whatever problem I got going on.
That's a fact.
But I never really let outside noise or negativity like from my family or negativity from like haters. Like I never let that shit get to me, you feel me? Because I know who I am, I know what I do, and I know where I'm going, regardless at the end of the day, you feel me?
Yeah, man.
But that shit happens, and it happens to the best of us, and it happens to all of us. Like, you just gotta know to train your mind to overcome those negative thoughts, bro.
100%.
Because it's not true. And fear is false evidence appearing real, though. Like
false evidence appearing real? That's crazy. I never even heard of that.
So fear is like, it's all in your head. Like, it's fake. You feel me?
It is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, a lot of people live their life in fear.
Right. But that's the thing. You got to train your mind, though. You feel me? And really educate yourself.
Yup.
Yeah, bro.
A lot of people live their whole entire life just based off fear. Just because they want to listen to the next person, they listen to the news, they listen to what's going on the other side of the world. Like, respectfully, like none of that shit matters. To be honest, like
no, it doesn't. And I wish more people would care less about what other people think, bro. Because I literally don't give a fuck about what anybody thinks at all, And
as you should. Like you shouldn't.
Yeah,
really.
Bro. Yeah, bro. So as long as you're doing something good for yourself, bro, like regardless of what people say, that shit don't matter.
It really doesn't, bro. Like
man.
realistically, really doesn't matter. You got anything else you want to tell the people before we log out?
But when I do have those thoughts of doubt or that negative energy, I just put it on the music, and what comes out of it is great shit. You feel me? So whenever you have negative energy, just transfer it.
Gotta turn the negative into a positive. Make a better picture.
Energy, facts.
Make the better picture.
Facts is energy is never destroyed, but you could always transfer it, into something good.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Let them know where you can find you at. And
yo, man, so y'all can find me, Isaiah the Player, everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. My Instagram is Isaiah Playtest or Isaiah the Player. And yeah, man, I'm everywhere, though. TikTok, Twitter, X. Not a lot of people know this. Well, people know this, but I do OnlyFans too, so y'all tap into the OnlyFans. And yeah, man, that's it.
All right, man. Thank you for coming
out,
man.
Yo, thank you, bro. Shout out to you.
Course,
shout
man.
out to Ernie. Shout out to Lucrative Youth.
Yes, sir.
And yo, thank y'all for watching, man. If you tuned in all the way to the end, I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
New music
sir.
on the way, man.
You heard it here first. Isaiah the Player at
Yes,
Lucrative
sir.
Youth. You
Yes,
heard?
sir. Bless up.
Signed out.